Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ray Sean. I'm a realtor here in Buffalo, New York with Keller Williams Realty, proud member of the Vanderbilt team. Today's video, I'm going to touch on home inspections. So with a home inspection, this happens pretty much right after you get your offer accepted. It's one of the first upfront costs you have as a buyer. Home inspections usually range in the $250 to $500. It really just depends on who is your inspector. So make sure you find someone, one who you can afford, obviously, and also someone that you can trust. Now, at the home inspection, your inspector is going to go through everything in this home. I'm talking top to bottom, left to right, interior to exterior. Your roof, your foundation, your basement, your hot water tank, your electric box, your gutters, all the pipes in them. They're going to look at everything. They'll get into all those nooks and crannies that you yourself probably wouldn't dare to go to. You yourself probably didn't even go check during the initial viewing. Now, once they're done with this, it usually takes up to 4 hours. It really just depends on how large the home is and how many hidden spaces there are, etc., etc. It can range between 2 hours to 4 hours. At the end of it all, you'll get a report on everything. And home inspectors, what I really do appreciate, they tend to break it down into 3 different categories: your greens, your yellows, and your reds. Okay, the greens, obviously, it has a very good life expectancy. It was well maintained. It was taken care of very well. Your yellows, okay, they are not necessarily in any, they haven't received any damage, but there's some normal wear and tear. Probably some additional maintenance can be done to help extend the life moving further, or even just expect to replace over the next XYZ time frame. They'll label that for you. Now, your reds, okay, this is where it's a high priority in a sense. They will consider them to be needing of immediate attention. You usually have 0 to 6 months, sometimes up to a year, depending upon what features specifically they're talking about and how deteriorated said feature is. Sometimes if you do have an FHA loan, red on the report means this is what needs to be taken care of. This also comes through with the bank appraisal as well, for those of you who have FHA loans. But going back to the inspections, these reds are considered very short lifespan expectancy, probably need immediate attention and little to no care. Actually, you want to focus on those as well. Now, after your home inspection, if all the findings you're satisfied with, you feel as though you can deal with that as a new home buyer, it's like, okay, yes, it's some work, but I don't necessarily mind it, or you know what, this isn't something I have to worry about for the next 3 to 5 years. It's still a great investment, So you can just sign off on the peanut that you are satisfied, and boom, you're now on your way to buying the home. This home inspection time frame is your last leg to back out of a deal as a buyer and still remain protected. So if you start the process to buy this home, you get under contract, they accept your offer, you've done your home inspection, but let's say for whatever reason, everything is showing up as red and you are a first-time home buyer, I would not expect you to want this home. You may not want to have this home if it takes too much work. So you can honestly just sign off on the peanut that, hey, I am no longer interested in this property. That will be your sign off. You no longer want the home. Deal is done. You go back and home search. So let's say, like Buffalo, you're in a seller's market, right? This means inventory is very low, but there's still a lot of buyers here. We have less than 6 months of inventory on the market available, and you're in a multiple offer situation. Not only are you buying this house, but now you're also competing against other potential buyers for the same property. How does an inspection weigh on your offer? Now, if the seller has nothing to hide, in my opinion, honestly, if you have nothing to hide, don't be scared of an offer that has an inspection on it. Because, hey, this is a buyer's potentially largest purchase of their life, and they want some security. Provide that security for them, At least that's my mindset behind it. Someone else may have other mindsets, but that's the way I like to think about it. If you have nothing to hide, what's wrong with an inspection, okay? It can be just for informational purposes, but overall, the house is an investment. So let's take a look. With competing offers, however, you can save some time frame by just knowing that someone's going to be locking in and giving you an earnest money deposit right away as soon as you accept their offer. So you really want to consider it. However, if you're just jumping for joy at the offer that has no inspection, I strongly urge you, seller, to take a pause, time out, breathe, 2 minutes. Weigh out all of your options. Look at all of the terms, okay? Now, as an agent, I would say keep your options open. We all know that every transaction, every real estate transaction is not done until closing day because anything can go wrong, okay? So just because this one offer says that they're not going to do an inspection, that doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed a closing, okay? So you really want to check out all the terms and understand every contract, understand this buyer's mindset as well. You know, let's get everybody on the same page. What is the urgency of this transaction? Are we going to be able to agree on terms moving forward? Can we get this done? Your agent should be able to negotiate very strongly on your behalf and make sure that you're protected as the seller. And also for the buyers, make sure your agent can negotiate on your behalf. If there's so many red flags, you know what I mean? Let's get this done. How can we come to an agreement? Ultimately, it boils down to this. Is the seller responsible? Is the buyer responsible? Or will we just meet in the middle and split that responsibility 50-50? The choice is yours. How can we negotiate this? So on both ends of the deal, you want to make sure you have the right realtor. Ray the Realtor. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. If there's any additional questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to get in contact with me. My Instagram is ray.therealtor. All right, get in contact with me. I love to drop more knowledge on any of the topics that you want to learn about. All right, peace out. Have a great day.